I've been asked to deal with the subject of the death of God, the controversy on the death of God, which reached its height about 3 years ago, but which is still of considerable influence theologically. This movement has one especially peculiar characteristic in that it began in the United States and has moved to Europe, so that in Europe right now, the movement is having a great deal of influence. The Death of God writings here in the United States are being translated into European languages, and the discussion is going on there. This is almost exactly the reverse of what is normally the case. In fact, some wag has said that the U.S. is the elephant's graveyard of old German heresies. This is where they come to die. In this case, perhaps we've contributed something to the European situation, other than Coca-Cola. I happen to have been involved in this movement from a critical standpoint, and this is the reason why I'm dealing with it here. 2 years ago, I had a debate with one of the leading Death of God theologians, Thomas J.J. Altizer, at the University of Chicago. And this was quite an exciting evening all the way around. And as a result of this and the publication of the transcript of that dialogue, I've been involved in other discussions in connection with this movement. The discussion of the whole business involves some theological background. And believe it or not, a philosophical background is not automatically equivalent to a theological background. This means that I may have some difficulty at certain points in making clear why some of these ideas have turned out as they have, but I'll do the best I can. While I'm on campus, I'm giving 2 courses, one on Monday night and one on Thursday night, and the Monday night course deals with Protestant theology in the 20th century, how it came about, the influences that bear on it, and so on. Toward the end of the course, I will be dealing with the death of God in a wider context, and that, I think, might be of interest to some of you. Also, there is a paperback on this subject, an anthology edited by a Roman Catholic, Bernard Murchland. This is entitled The Meaning of the Death of God, and has a number of essays in it by people who have analyzed the movement. I have a long essay in this, and some of the material I'm giving to you here is contained in a fuller form there. Now, as to the Death of God movement, while the movement was at its apex, a dialogue was published in a journal, a dialogue between Gabriel and God, and the dialogue goes as follows. Gabriel, I swear, state unequivocally, that some young theologians are saying that your primordial totality has metamorphosized into the epiphany of immanence. God, what does that mean? Gabriel, I don't know, but we've got Augustine working on it. God, is Brother Beelzebub behind this? Gabriel, actually, it started when a philosopher named Nietzsche coined the phrase, God is dead. God, what is he doing now? Gabriel, he's just finished writing on the west wall, I was wrong, 3 trillion times. This little interchange indicates that there is something very paradoxical and odd about the whole idea of the death of God, and this was one of the reasons why the movement elicited almost immediate interest. When the notion of the death of God came up in theological circles, the natural reaction was, first of all, just a minute now, what are you really saying by this? If he ever was, isn't he still? And if he isn't now, was he ever? In other words, doesn't this whole business either reduce to some kind of metaphor within the framework of historic Christian theology, or doesn't it reduce to atheism under a different, in a different literary garb? This is the natural kind of question that's asked, especially by people who are still plagued by the law of non-contradiction. I understand that on this campus, because of a great deal of dialectic thinking, there are some people who feel the law of non-contradiction shouldn't be applied in discussions like this, and I'd be happy to discuss
Sample complete. Ready to continue?